Too bad.
I'm not even gonna bother with the usual GameFly intro shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Happy Easter, Xbox.
Happy Easter, Ford.
No, don't wish them Happy Easter. Someone's gonna shove some Easter eggs up their fucking gas pipes.
Well, Ford owners need something to be happy about.
You sure? Axel Foley and Judge Reinhold are just gonna stick the eggs in the exhaust.
Probably, yeah. Okay, which car is better, the F-350 or... How is the F-350 faster when it's such a big, bulky piece of shit? There's no way that handles better.
Stop it! Ah!
Okay, Discovery was the other one. Let's see which one's better. Somehow the F-350 handles better.
Wait, Sport Track? That can't go off-road.
Which sport are we talking about, though?
It said Sport Track, that's all I saw.
Well, it's a truck. This sounds like it is going to be miserable. Let's do it in a Ford Explorer.
Look, I have no means of being more miserable than I was last night.
Yeah, no matter what happens here, it's not going to get Oni bad.
I am the one and only.
Ford Explorers were not meant for racing and overtaking people on any sort of track.
What were they meant for? Other than point A to point B.
Flipping over.
Right you are, Ken. I actually learned a couple of things about my new phone. It could do 60 FPS for YouTube videos. And I mean playback. I'm pretty sure this camera can't record that frame rate, but... Yeah, this is already an improvement.
Okay, this is going to be a problem. This game wants me to do clean passes of these trucks.
No collision?
No collision.
Great.
And the one way you could ensure that there would be absolutely no clean passing would be if, instead of a Ford racing game, you made this a BMW racing game. Just for reference, like, every time I've seen the worst drivers have this kind of car pole, it's always been BMWs at the top.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I hit him after the overtake, so that still counts. Oh, pff. Well, I have to restart. Rock came out of nowhere and pinballed me into the truck I was passing.
Oh no.
This is exactly how I wanted to spend my Easter. To be fair though, I didn't have plans because I did everything on Friday.
We're waiting till like next week to have Easter dinner. Everyone else is busy. But I had Easter breakfast.
Oh, geez, I just realized I have to do this 10 times. Maybe if I can get the clean passes every time, this won't take so long. I'm trying to think back to like Easter stories, but I am coming up nil.
I got nothing either. It's just, I mean, past Easters I've worked breakfasts at work, but this one got canceled, which is why I'm not working.
I want to say that one Easter when I was like 3 or 4, my parents got me and my brother an NES, but I can't remember if that was Easter or Christmas.
It'd be a bit odd to get an NES on Easter. Also, hi.
Hello.
Not if it comes with Bible adventures.
I mean, it's weird, but there was a period where my parents would like get a gift or two for Easter.
I mean, I guess it's just that it's just that you would normally just associate getting just like chocolates or whatever on Easter. At least I do. When I was a kid.
I could tell when I was getting old for Easter egg hunts because instead of like putting chocolates or candies in the plastic Easter egg, my parents would just stuff a couple dollars in them.
Yeah, eventually I would just get just straight up candy or whatever without, the whole Easter egg thing, hunt thing. And nowadays it's just going over to visit family for like dinner and stuff.
Well, we did it. We got the F-350, which is like this game's equivalent of a Maserati, I guess.
Man, I don't remember a sight truck looking like this.
Really? It looks the same to me.
Maybe you have a weird version where it's like it's a sponsored version.
this is all the localization changes that they made for the North American one.
Sure. I actually think I have a. I think
right.
on the Wii. I think on the Wii I actually have like a Jeep game that's kind of like this.
Yeah, I forgot. Angel drives a Ford Fiesta. I almost said Fiesta. That is nowhere near this game.
Well, this is a PS2 game, so the newest cars would be like what, whatever year this came out.
Well, not only that, this is specifically the big, bulky, awkward Ford vehicles. All the trucks, all the SUVs.
Oh, so all the cars that do bad parking.
Yes.
Well, it is off-road. I mean, I don't think you can really off-road in a Fiesta.
Whoa, oh my god, why is this sliding so much? The stats said the F-350 had, like, some of the best handling in the game.
But now
you're
driving like 007 Legends.
Well, you're driving on
Or
dirt
racing,
road.
both count.
Well, you're driving on...
The Ford Explorer handled better than this.
Now, is that historically accurate or no?
Historically?
This thing is sliding all over the goddamn road.
Now it actually is initial D. You're trying to drift, but you're fucking slipping everywhere.
Well, you are on, like, dirt roads and stuff. Those are loose.
You're on dirt roads the whole game.
Yeah, but the other cars did not slide around like this.
Well, they put fucking spikes in their tires.
Maybe this truck just doesn't have four-wheel drive. I don't know.
There is no four-wheel drive. Come on.
Ford wheel?
Yeah.
That's where you try to turn and just crash into a crowd of people.
What, like the GIF you put that's there?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, that is apparently a common problem with Ford Mustangs. Like when you just start them up and try to get going.
What, they'll just slide?
They spin out and you lose control.
Okay.
American engineering. Assembled in Canada.
Only PS2 version, made by Rockstar Canada.
Hey, it gives us jobs over here. So.
Your division of Rockstar shit.
Wasn't that Rockstar North?
No. The PS2 version of Oni, the first thing in the credits was Rockstar Canada, and I said, fuck Canada, I'm canceling Enemy North. Yeah, I did not have a fun time with that game. But I beat it, so my curiosity is fucking over. Back to good Bungie games, like...
Halo. And Halo.
Marathon. Justin.
So, the same two games, basically.
Yeah. I still won't be surprised if the PC version is far better, but I want nothing to do with that game anymore for at least 2 years.
Is that your Oni grace period?
No, that's just my... I'll be arsed enough to try the PC version in 2 years. Because as of right now, I'm just like, I don't want to see the game.
Well, unless the PC version gets like a release on Google Games or something, we would probably just have to like.
I would just have to abandonware it.
Yeah, you would just download it.
More like abandon this ware, throw it in the garbage. I kind of want to break the disc and send it back to GameFly.
I cannot overemphasize how badly this truck handles. But it has some of the best handling in the game.
You're driving backwards.
Probably.
I think I could tell that it handles bad.
Well, it's probably like the best handling for a truck, maybe?
No, I raced other trucks in this game that handle better than this.
Oh.
Like the F-150.
Okay, well,
And you know what? Okay, this is the case for some of the Ram trucks, but I don't remember if it's the case for Ford trucks as well. But the 3 something something model usually has like an extra set of tires on the rear axle.
oh yeah, those.
I don't know if this has that or not, but if it does, it's not helping. And it spun out again. Is this a rear-wheel drive truck somehow?
I thought trucks usually were rear-wheel drive.
4-wheel. Most of the modern ones have like a bunch of different options where you can go like 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low. Basically change where the drivetrain comes from based on situations.
Yeah, actually, my Jeep has that.
That's for when you're doing like hardcore off-road stuff like rock climbing.
Or there's just a shitload of snow everywhere. That's usually when I do it.
I actually need to bounce this truck off the walls just to keep it going straight. I may actually switch back to the Explorer. This is just handling so badly. And it doesn't actually seem that much faster than any of the other things I've raced.
Ooh.
Explains the traffic in San Antonio? Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
San Antonio is nothing but dirt roads.
No, there's just probably a lot of trucks because Texas.
Everyone knows Texas is a huge state. Boy, we got a lot of games there. It's our job to find them in our Ford Explorer.
I think they did drive a Ford Explorer or something at one point.
Of course. Well, they're the game chasers.
Yeah, this is already going a hell of a lot better with the inferior vehicle. I'm not sliding at all now. Ford, why would you make the F-350 look like such shit?
Oh, so you're allowed to change cars for this race. Okay.
Yeah, I had to back out completely and then change cars.
Back out. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Keep forwarding. Oh,
If they made a game with like the Ford sedans and small cars, I would actually be more interested in that. Because like the
Ford's
Ford,
all big.
well, you have like the Ford Focus, the Ford Fiesta. The Fiesta is actually a pretty nimble little car. Or hell, put in the cars that Ford uses when they do like the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Those really low to the ground supercars. Although I guess those would be in like Gran Turismo.
Alright, which Ford would the generic Angry Gamer drive?
Taurus.
What?
The Taurus?
Or like the Turtis.
Any reason why you drive the Taurus?
I don't know.
Because whenever I see a Ford Taurus, it's always really old and beat up and shitty looking.
Okay.
So you,
And it
you're
seems
saying
like
it's
I
bound
assume
to
that the
explode.
I assume that the angry gamers are all bad drivers.
Well, the moment they put the ignition, like they turn their fucking key, the car blows up and the video ends. Oh no!
Take it you've seen that video, Scott?
Yes. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
How many middle fingers can you
let-
fit in an angry gamer video?
Not enough.
Well, currently you have the record for longest middle finger.
Wait, who does? Or
You.
okay.
Out of all of our angry gamer stuff, you just put a thing on your
Well,
middle finger.
I pretty much just
That's
I pretty much just
performance
went ham.
enhancement. That's cheating.
Bullshit.
I pretty much just
Bullshit. Juan needs to tell us in the group he still has the longest middle finger.
That's probably true.
yeah, I guess.
We're
but
not
yeah,
gonna measure middle fingers when we meet.
oh my god.
I mean, we
There could be
could.
worse
That
things.
better not be our like meeting. It's like, all right, instead of hugging,
Well, there could.
just
well, they could be-
combine middle fingers together.
Well,
and just
We're
go,
gonna do this
"Mm."
the same way they chose the Pope. Everybody's gonna get a middle finger. Whoever gets the black one has to stay sober.
God. But yeah, I pretty much just went ham on that. Just be like, let's see how many middle fingers I can do.
I love how Switch cases almost actually fit in Genesis cartridges. Though.
I know. I was a little bit like, oh, because it was like almost. So I just put it off kilter and just like, yeah, whatever, good enough.
Okay, so this handles better than the 350, but the game still handles badly in general.
It's almost like you're taking an SUV out in a off-road course.
I'm just happy it hasn't flipped over yet.
That's actually is surprising, considering
Angel, you
That's what
seriously
it is.
think research was done? I mean, like, I guess for the models, but that's easy work.
Yeah, I have not noticed any
They
appreciable
need to
difference
drive
in
upside
speed.
down for it to be scientifically accurate.
so the battlefield vehicle.
Oh,
effect.
research. Okay, that makes more sense. Research. Still can't believe Paige still gets a kick out of me flailing in my computer chair in my front yard.
That's still a funny bit from that.
Well, yeah, because I had to bring my fucking computer chair out my front yard for one dumb thing and bring it back in and get the dirt off the wheels.
God, that's reminding me of me shooting the end of the free running video.
Where you're just like,
Oh yeah, where you're like running around the park, whatever it was.
where you're
Most
kind
of that is in the park. The last shot is actually in front of like a truck shipping yard.
Huh.
Also, snow
So,
level. We're now in Die Another Day. Get ready to slide around.
We're in GoldenEye. The game,
I'm just
not the
saying
movie.
Die Another Day because I had to deal with 007 Legends icy driving. Where it just
So
throws
how-
you sliding into walls over.
So Halle Berry's driving one of these?
No.
That car just flat up crashed into the wall.
Okay, that
Dead
one was
stop.
not Halle Berry. That's what we called her because it wasn't Halle Berry. And of course, Forge will never be invisible. You can't give it that much power.
So the entire time I'm on this track, I just have in my head, this is a test. This is only a test.
Call toll free now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How do you?
How do
Oh, is
you
that-
do?
Oh, that's are you referencing music from something?
That's
1080.
1080.
Oh, okay. I thought that sounded familiar. I didn't know Elvis sang that.
Corbin!
I wrote down what I thought the lyrics were at some point, and I can't remember where I put it.
That'll be one of the biggest mysteries ever.
I remember the refrain is how, hot peppers. How, Cool Whip It. how, I want some fries.
I want to burn.
This track is, it's harder to tell, like, what is the course and what isn't.
Well, it looked like they were like different paths you took.
I mean, here, when you're like going through a mountain pass, it's easier to tell. But when you just get out into the open field,
Well, Blondie, lap 1, he took a different path than what he did just now.
Okay. Even then, this is not. Sonic All Stars Transformed, where it's like All Stars Racing Transformed, where the tracks do change each lap.
Now,
usually.
SCR, I do see where the technical road is, but I guess because your color thing, it's harder to tell.
Well, I mean, it is a great path on a white surface.
Yeah.
So
it's easier to tell when there's an AI car in front of me.
You just draft behind him.
What you're supposed to do
Of
in
course, it's
bad
easier to
weather
tell
is just
because leaving
drive in.
tracks.
You're just supposed to drive in the tire tracks of the person in front of you. Which begs the question, what if you're the person in front?
Because he'll slip and flip. I want it to be Monday just so I could put the game back in the mailbox.
Well, the mailbox doesn't close on Monday. Oh, you mean like an actual mailbox out in front of your house?
Yeah, I need to throw Oni in there because, it's Easter, but there's no mail on Sundays anyways.
My damage on this car is really high, but I'm just going to try and ride it out. And hopefully not crash into the finish line again. There we go.
Yeah.
Where even is your damage indication?
It's that yellow bar.
It's the bar on the speedometer.
Oh, okay. Because the model doesn't really look damaged.
Look,
I guess
Criterion did not make this game.
I know, and they used all their probably 90% of the budget just for the sponsorship. So
there is vehicle damage, but it just appears spontaneously when you hit a certain damage threshold. And sometimes smoke will come out.
I see. So it's kind of like Twisted Metal?
You know what? Sure.
I mean, that's the only example I can think of that's kind of like that.
No, this was Golden Force. Bam, 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 bam. I was actually starting to hum that without looking at the screen, and then that's when I changed to Golden Force. Oh, there's a boat.
I think that car is actually trying to sideswipe me.
Typical Ford driver, what would you expect?
That one of the racers just lost control and sideswiped another car. Oh, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? This is why I always want to be in front of the pack.
Leader of the pack.
That red one's out of control.
Yeah, I just saw that.
The goal for Easter, beat the game.
You may be asking a bit much.
Again, I don't know how long this career mode is.
I think we're past the halfway point.
Okay. And I said beat, not 100%.
Well, I don't know if this mode is considered beating the game. Because there's this, and then there's a tournament mode, and then there's some other sort of challenge.
Whichever one gives credits, we'll see.
Oh, well, we could just watch the credits anytime.
No, look, it has to appear after a thing instead of press button.
Well, I mean, all you're gonna do is just win the race, and it'll just be credits. That's it.
Oh, you don't think they have, like, a dramatic climax to the story?
If there was a story, then sure.
Well, the story is you are Ford Man.
So you're just the most dedicated Ford fan ever, and you're like the only person that actually bought this game.
Yes.
Bought the game.
Well, I assume some people had to have buy it. Otherwise, why else would it be on GameFly?
Yeah, as far as I know, there aren't any games on VG charts that just say 0 copies purchased.
I think that's only true for like games that were like probably like canceled at the last second or something like that, or were done but didn't get shipped type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like allegedly, like those Aladdin deck enhancers in those games. There's like some speculation where it hasn't really been confirmed, like whether or not they actually were brought to store shelves. So they were just kind of just sat in storage until people started finding them and getting them off of eBay and stuff. So that's why you can get them like brand new.
Okay. I won.
You
Hooray.
won.
How many more levels are there in this? Let's find out.
I'll laugh my ass off if this is on How Long to Beat.
Oh man.
Go for it. Okay, minimum 5.
This game, Ford Racing.
Ford Off-Road something?
It's Ford Racing Off-Road.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll just type in Ford Race and see if anything comes up.
Oh, there are lots of Ford Racing games.
Well, I'm talking about specifically in How Long to Beat. And it doesn't look like anyone submitted any times.
Aw, I'm disappointed.
Like, it's on there. Even though the box art's the PC version, but yeah, it's blank.
How long to beat? No one.
Meanwhile, the PlayStation Ford Racing is 2 hours. Ford Racing 2, there's apparently 3 Ford Racings. Ford Racing 2, 4.5. Ford Racing 3, which actually has main story and extra completionist times, 4.5 to 8.5 hours completion. And then there's Ford Street Racing, which has no times.
Maybe that's where the Fiesta is.
Probably. Or the actual, like, racing style cars.
Oh, bullshit. That's not a missed gate. So yeah, this is the perfect kind of mode to have in a game where handling is a constant struggle.
Oh God.
You just gotta have a feel for it.
Also, sometimes if you hit the gate, it says gate missed. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm not really sure what causes the miss and what doesn't.
Coding.
Probably just the flags for like missing them is not exactly fine tuned.
Oh, you only missed one so far.
Okay, they put that one right after a hill and I missed it.
Oh.
Apparently, you can miss up to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I play it
Where's that?
safe for the early ones and then I just ignore the gates entirely in the latter half.
But you have 2 laps.
Well, I just did one.
Oh, there's a time extension, okay. Because I'm like, how are you going to do no lap in 30 seconds?
Get out of your way or something.
Warning. Look, Ford may be dumb, but they ain't no backlash.
I would take the back... You know what? The F-350 basically handles like a backlash. Except with
That
the
one
backlash, you initiate the sliding. The F-350 just slides constantly.
Are you talking about that yellow truck where you, like, slid backwards and then just restarted the race? Because that is how the backlash works.
That's it.
Oh, that's the... Oh, great.
Oh, that's great. There are alternate paths on this, and if you take the wrong path, you just automatically miss gates. Fuck this, let's just go straight to the finish.
You got it.
We did it.
Now do it again.
And
And
There's actually a Ford dealer right near where I work.
appropriate.
how embarrassing.
We don't talk about that. Okay, let's do one more of these with the Explorer, and then hopefully I can just move on to a new car. That isn't a F-350. Anyway, how's your Easter?
Oh yeah, Bonnie, how was yours?
Well, I'm still gonna go later tonight, or not tonight, later today, go visit family, have dinner. We're actually gonna have an early dinner because my brother has to go back to the train station today. But yeah, that's pretty much my Easter plans.
Yeah, I already said that I can't have Easter dinner until next week because family's unavailable until then. So I just had a breakfast.
Wow, even the AI has no idea how to take that turn.
At least you. Wait, how am I gonna say it? I assume you didn't have beer, otherwise your breakfast would be ruined.
I don't eat beer.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
But if otherwise,
the
if you,
French
but otherwise, if you,
toast was a little soggy, but
but otherwise, if you're out of beer, then your breakfast would be ruined.
no beer, breakfast is saved. We no bacon, no breakfast. I mean, Mom also made a quiche, but I held off on eating it for now. I'll have some a bit later. The French toast was enough with the bacon. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just take it easy right now.
Not that French toast in a long time. Really
I got an
realize
Easter
that.
gift thanks to Amazon. Yeah, they did service today. Tempered glass for my phone.
Best Easter gift ever.
Well, not. I still need my phone case. That's supposed to arrive tomorrow. And it'll be good if I get it tomorrow morning before I go to work. Because I'm gonna need it for protection at work just in case. But at least the tempered glass is like one of the big things. I can at least have protection on. I'll tell you right now, I fucking hate applying this stuff because it's like, alright, be in a dust-free area. And I'm trying, and then just, there's a speck every time. So I keep cleaning it, and then another one, and then it just like, ah!
And another one. And another one.
Well, I think I did a good job, at least compared to my other phone, where I did a not good job. It's like a professional did it. I still gotta do some final Anime North prep. Badge and money.
Well, it's next month, so
Yeah. I mean, in about a week or two, I'll go to my bank to exchange.
I'm probably gonna do that at the end of this week.
Yeah. I mean, mine's good enough to come like next day if I do it for my bank, but later this week I'm gonna be paying rent, and I'm also gonna look at how much I've got. So I'll probably wait till the week. Either. Yeah, 2 weeks is a good grace period because I can see what I'll get money wise before I exchange it all, or exchange what I'm gonna exchange.
Well, I mean, if you wait too long, who knows? The Canadian dollar could become more valuable.
ha ha ha. Yeah, it has. It's been stuck like this for the past few years. Yeah, it's not gonna change. It's not
I'm
gonna
guessing that's
drastically
why
change.
no one in Canada wants to come to Retro World, because they'll be like, fuck.
Well, no.
Whoa, what was that sound?
What sound? Are you talking about in the game or?
No,
No.
Shadow Mancer dropped some bits.
The absolute madman.
Oh, one of them missed the cup later.
Oh,
So
It's
basically
okay.
that did... You weren't fully tipped. Great.
5-second rule.
He's not coming back.
Sorry, I'll just
That's
check it
a-
at the end of this race.
well, as I was gonna say, I would still go to Retro World. Like I still would want to,
I want to
Like,
go
you know,
sometime too.
and I'm not opposed to going to the States. I still go to Youmacon and such.
Yeah, but Yomacon's closer to you guys.
Well, I know it's for the benefit for me for Youmacon is that it's actually close. It's actually even closer than like Anime North and Con Bravo, because I live close to Detroit. But
Yeah, the only bad thing about Retro World is that it's short and it would still be as, like, a long drive. Like,
Thank
like
you
at least
Yeah,
at
again.
Youmacon you had multiple...
yeah, but
but
at the same time, it would still be like we could still be visiting you, and we all hang out and such.
Thank you again for the bit, Shadowmancer. You've been incredibly generous over the past couple streams.
Happy Easter, Xbox.
Here's some Easter bits.
Yomicon was not very good last year.
I thought it was okay. I mean,
What happened?
granted that I don't know. I guess it would depend on what you did or experienced, but
I'm
Uh,
biased, but the last time I went was the best.
Was there no
What?
Shadow Clan?
No, Shadow Clan was the cherry on top.
No, I mean, is that why Yomicon wasn't very good last time?
Oh, you're right. Probably it.
but
We
But
need
yeah,
to
but-
know
but-
as a follow-up to Army.
no, we don't.
Where he just goes,
You
I.
don't.
But yeah, mine was fine. So I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, there just wasn't any panels you were just said. Okay, that's fair. If there's like no like, there's like nothing that really caught your interest, I can
I
understand
think
that.
I only went to one panel.
Well, here's the thing though. At most conventions, I only
That's
actually
not true. I went to 2 panels when I went to Yomicon last time.
yeah, and even then, most of the time at conventions, I don't go to a whole lot of panels anyway. I only maybe go to like 1 or 2, maybe a few at most. Most of my time is spent like perusing like the vendors for games and just sort of like just in game rooms doing just doing the usual stuff.
This level is going to be a problem. Because there are frequent points where I just cannot see anything.
With all these caves, it looks like a Monster Hunter Tundra map. Uh-oh, here comes Barry off in the Ford Explorer.
No, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Episode 1 Racer, the ice level in that.
Ah! Whoa!
Wow.
Wow!
For a second, I thought that was Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa!
I mean, I guess you could with Anakin.
I still miss our haunted copy of Gauntlet.
Oh,
God.
oh no, our IRL creepypasta.
Oh man, like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I mean,
Games
my
could
IRL
games could just glitch out
costume
weird ways.
was when I found that haunted Bomberman at that one Camp Con that I didn't buy. It had a pentagram and everything on it. But quick thing back to Yomicon. Reason like my last one I went to was great was the cosplays I wore that time got a lot of attention. It was nice.
What were you
Especially
cosplayed?
Huh?
That's
Mordecai and Rigby. That was the first time I wore them.
Oh right, okay.
Like that Yomicon was the test run for those newly acquired Halloween costumes because it was actually around
Right,
the same
right.
time.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. That was the first time you used.
Yeah, and it
Wore
got
those.
fucking recognized a bunch. I'm like, holy shit. I haven't felt this good since Barry launched. But he's been in the closet for a while.
Insert closet joke here. Yeah.
I mean, technically, it takes a lot more to bring his stuff because boots, all that stuff.
Yeah. My Wesker's gotten some good responses, and I think actually one that stuck with me the most was one year when I was Wesker at Yomicon. A guy who saw my cosplay and wanted picture stuff. He actually showed me that he was a huge fan of Albert Wesker, and he even had like an Albert Wesker tattoo on like his arm.
Oh god. That's Earl Boring's tattoo.
I think it was Resident Evil 5 Wesker, but still, yeah, it was something to see that much of a dedicated fan. Be like, hey, Wesker's cool.
I clapped when I saw Wesker.
Barry said his dialogue and I clapped.
That's one of my also another early one from like Yomicon was when I did Zeke from Zombies at My Neighbors.
Oh yeah.
That got some good ones. It's just that doing the hair thing was just. Ugh. But other than that, it was a fun. Other than that, it was a fun cosplay.
I still think the favorite thing about me doing Mordecai Rigby at Youmacon was when I was just Rigby and I just went to one of the panels late at night, and then like when we get home, like when we get back to SCR's place, just looking through the Youmacon photo group, and because I'm like, all right, is there any images of me? Because I did get some pictures taken. One of which was actually some dude that did like this video compilation. So I kind of got some of that in there. But we found me as Rigby from one of the panels just sitting and staring blankly to the side because someone in the fucking audience just got a stealth picture of me and I didn't notice. So it's just this side shot of this wide-eyed fucking raccoon. And it's even funnier because the person that posted the picture, it's like, that Rigby made my night, and I'm like, great.
And then you went as Mordecai in Anime North, and it was like, someone
Shut
was
up
like,
about the fucking
hey, Toronto Blue Jays fan, right?
You know that's in the Game Chasers episode.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
play still easy to do, but
Oh yeah, I know Shadowmancer, and my statement still stands. You are incredibly generous.
I can't believe Zero
yeah.
is sub to my Patreon. Like, come on, it's not even fully up yet.
We can unlock Super Chief.
Super Chief? Oh!
It's a truck, so it's probably gonna handle like shit.
Oh man, the super backlash. This one will slide upside down. Raining during outside cons sucks. Which is why anytime Anime North happens and we see the weather, we kind of freak a bit. It's like, please don't.
Anime North tends to vary sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it can be a little bit rainy, crappy. But other than that,
I think the worst.
But I think in recent years it's been pretty good.
The worst I've had was a light drizzle.
Well, the worst I had was one of the Connecticons actually. It was one time it was like pouring rain. Like
oh
early
yeah,
in one of the
because
days.
and we were, yeah, that was our first big meetup. I know because we were at the hotel a bit further away and we had to like dodge under buildings. I remember that.
Yeah, or we just kind of just ran through it. At least I did. So
Yeah, that's what we all tried to do. We tried to take cover under roofs and stuff.
I pretty much used like my back. At the time, I was using a backpack, and I just sort of just put it on my head and just ran through it. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I remember you doing the dodging or the building hopping.
Gotta take cover from Dom. We gotta take cover from the shards of glass. Why do we live on this planet, Dom? But no, I think the worst weather Anime North had when I went wasn't really like weather, but it was super high winds. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an ice cream cone and highway dust got into my ice cream cone. I was pissed.
Oh, since you mentioned Dom, shout out to Carlos Ferro, who I tormented for several cons over the years.
Yeah. Carlos, we really like you. It's not a slight that we were just doing weird shit, but we do.
Yeah.
He ain't
But
watching.
yeah, honestly, I think Yomacon's probably like. But there's been some years where it's been kind of bad because it's been just kind of cold and rainy. But then again, that's because it's like late October, November, early November. So
I'll always love Youmacon for the climax to the Carlos Ferro signing weird shit saga.
Oh god. You mean or the series finale or whatever. You wanna
The season finale.
Season finale.
I wouldn't be surprised if him not going to cons recently is our fault.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think
it is either, but you just kind of gotta think, and it's like, well,
maybe he's just busy.
that's fine. Like,
I mean,
if
he
you're-
does TV stuff too, so
Yeah.
At least he's not on Star Trek Discovery.
Well, he was only like on episode 2 or next generation, I believe.
Yeah, I wonder which. Like, I remember he mentioned that because we were at the panel. We talked about how he died with his eyes open. I'm like,
Yeah, because he was one of like, because he was just one of the, like the crew members that they found dead. I know what episode they're talking about too. He was talking about so.
Wait a minute, what? How?
we ran out of time.
But I didn't crash at all, and I was passing.
You ran
through-
out of time.
No, that still doesn't make sense.
I think the game wants you to get all checkpoints before you run out of time.
But I didn't make any mistakes. That's the...
The game has bad time limit. There's your answer. Jordan,
Step
don't
up your
remind me
game.
about Dust Cone Sunday, because you want to know what I did because I was stupid? I still licked the damn ice cream cone with dust on it. I was so bitter. Paige was actually with me side by side for this. Oh man. That wind was the worst. Between risking losing your badge because it's flying everywhere, and I couldn't, like, secure it in a good spot because of what I was wearing. Just, Yet, funny enough, Dust Cone Sunday doesn't get me sick. Getting vomited on doesn't get me sick.
You just have a good immune system.
Tell that to me as of, like, post-concert me. Oh man, it
Okay,
finally
selective immune system. Then I don't know.
I guess so.
Maybe I missed a checkpoint at some point, and that's how I ran out of time. But I didn't
Maybe.
think I did. Oh, so, I know you guys know the story, but should I explain, like, the end of the Carlos Ferro signing stuff saga?
I don't remember how that saga ended.
I mean,
like a refresher.
I do recall some of that, but if
Was
you
I
wanna
there
explain-
for that or no?
I don't think you were.
Okay, I need a
it
refresher.
was a Yomicon, so
I think it was the same one where you were Zeke.
no, that was like way back, like 2012.
Okay, yeah, this would have been more recent then.
Yeah, this was like probably 2015, 16, something like that.
Okay, so for the longest time, and this started way back at like the early Kineticon years, I didn't have anything on me that Carlos Ferro was in, so I just had him sign something. Like, I have Atari games that I had him autograph. He signed my copy of Balloon Fight. I think he signed one of my game consoles at some point. But anyway,
Did you bring a PlayStation?
I did bring a PlayStation, and I had several people
God.
sign it. That is still in my living room. Anyway,
Of course.
so time goes by, this keeps happening. And then there's a bit of a lull because we're not really going to any conventions where he is. So, like, some time passes, and he shows up at Yomicon again. And I go, oh geez, I gotta get him to sign something. And, like, I go up to him, I go, like, I don't know if you remember me, but you've actually signed several things for me. And he's like, I don't know, I usually remember people from conventions, like particularly if I've seen them a lot, but I'm not sure I remember you. And I go, oh, okay. By the way, can you sign my floppy disk for Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge? And there's this, like, second or two of silence, and he goes, I do remember you.
Okay, I remember that part of the story.
Yeah.
And of course, like, John St. John remembers us.
Was that also the same year that we also went to DC Douglas?
I think so.
So I think that was the year I got a picture of him with my Western cosplay.
That sounds right.
Yeah, probably. I also
Yeah,
got,
and then eventually DC Douglas hit up Kineticon when I was by myself. So I at least got to experience that.
Oh, I did some research for this game, and some of these vehicles are just concept cars that never got released.
huh? Okay.
Wonder why they never got released.
Probably because they're just prototypes or something.
I'm hating these ice cave levels. We're only 2 from the end, though.
Typical
Yeah.
gamer response. Ugh, ice level.
I know
Even
it's
though
like
there's-
supposed to be cross country, but can you imagine it's like cross
Cross-country.
continent once you get past that last one?
We're just driving
That
across
is
the
when I'll
ocean.
say okay enough.
Some of those trucks look like they're lowered to the ground. It's probably just the effect of the snow.
Probably.
Rats only.
I'm fairly certain I'm not supposed to be on this path. We're gonna make it work, damn it.
You follow your
No,
own.
that thin path is not the blue, so it's technically supposed to be the track. We gotta go off-road.
Assuming this truck doesn't sideswipe me.
No, you're just bumping asses, that's what.
Get off of me. It's like Turd Ferguson trying to put the hat on me.
I'm surprised that Cuphead is already out on Switch.
Yeah, it came out like recently.
Can you guess what I'm waiting for?
DLC.
The physical release. Which is getting one.
Good.
It's just
Okay.
gonna get a bit later, and I'm like, I'll get that. Also, if my money pre-Anime North is good enough, part of me might just drop $10 on Blaster Master 02 to have something to play on my trip.
Yeah, you did. Play the
Yeah, I
first
beat
game.
the first one in one sitting, and I'm like, alright, well, I can do this one.
I need to get back to that and get this.
And when I was updating Smash, it's like almost done. You're out of space, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Spaghetti.
Time to delete that Katamari demo.
Well, then you can get the full game then.
I'll just get it on PS2. Don't say it because it's cheaper and nothing's really different.
Yeah, but it's nice to have that HD version on Switch. I'll just say that.
But the PS2 version still has the CD audio quality music. The best part.
Yeah, but the music's still there. The new old, obviously.
You know what doesn't have CD audio quality music even though it should? Fucking Oni. Compressed fucking bullshit. I blame the blue.
Actually, speaking of Katamari, I did find the second one on PS2. Like, We Love Katamari.
That's the second one?
Yep.
I believe so. Yeah,
It is.
I found.
It is.
So I did get the PS2 version of that because, well, part of me is like,
wasn't that also on 360, or was that a different titled Katamari?
I think that's a later one. I'm not exactly sure how many Katamari games there are and what ones there were.
I'm gonna look.
But yeah, I figured I might as well get that because, well, part of me thinks they might do a re-release of the second one, considering depending on how well Reroll did. But
Okay, beautiful Katamari was 360, and then Katamari Forever. Touch My
there's-
Katamari for Vita.
and there's a PS3 one.
Oh my god. Okay, Touch My Katamari for the Vita. Metacritic 69. You can't make this up. Come on, come on. Don't do that.
Perfect the way it is.
I love Katamari for mobile phone. Somehow has an 80 on Metacritic.
Mobile game then, I guess. Mobile version Katamari.
Katamari Amore for iOS only 63. Oh, PSP has me and my Katamari. Yeah, how does that work with one fucking month?
Yeah, I think it still could work. It just wouldn't use the dual analog setup. It'd just be more straightforward. But I imagine.
Even though I never see We Love Katamari, I'm just like,
Well, I just
it's not that
found it-
expensive. That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, and I just found it kind of out of the blue. It's like, okay, well, I mean, because I got been meaning to get into those games, and it's like,
If I find a copy at Anime North of Katamari for PS2, I'm getting it.
well, here's the thing. Our favorite game store usually does have Katamari.
I keep glancing at Not This Shit Again New York, but like I always glance over.
What the fuck? Why is he lined up like that? Is he going to like do a donut and then start?
No, he's on the ice, so I think he got screwed at the start. Oh man.
Okay then.
Wait, why are you starting at 3 damage?
Because that's what I was on the previous race. This game
Oh, damage
actually
carries over?
tracks your damage across races.
Cool.
Great. Can you imagine if F-Zero did that?
And I'm in serious danger of this car getting completely destroyed.
Oof.
So I actually have to drive carefully, which is very un-Ford-like.
But
Like-
yeah, well,
Hmm?
yeah. What were you saying before we got interrupted by game shenanigans?
I would believe that Not This Shit Again New York has it, but I always never notice.
Well, I've noticed it. They usually.
I mean,
have it.
there's a couple of
It's
games
the-
I've always seen from there, like
Yeah. They tend to just stock like the usual stuff that they figured people would want type of thing, or at least they're pop.
There is
Katamari is one of
smoke
them.
pouring out of one of these trucks.
I mean, I got a
Um,
complete copy of Dragon Quest VIII from them, and you know it's complete when the fucking case won't close.
Yeah, it has all the demo discs and everything.
Yeah,
But here's the thing though, the Katamari they usually sell it for like 25 or 30, somewhere around there usually.
yeah, when that's like a 15 or lower game.
I mean,
Well,
I
then
found-
again, that's Canada price, so that's probably the import.
That's true, and I found We Love Katamari for like $10. So
And again, I've never seen that one around. That were
Exactly.
beautiful. Yeah. Uncommon game, even if it's expensive.
Actually, while my brother was visiting, when we went to EB Games, I ended up getting him Yoshi Crafted World as like a late birthday gift. But he also picked up Katamari Rerolled for himself. So if he's interested, check that out. Get those games out too.
Now, eventually, I'm gonna fucking need to get an actual big SD card for my Switch.
Oh yeah, like a micro. Yeah, get a micro SD.
There's only a 4 gig in there.
Yeah, that's like
That was from my new 3DS, by the way, the 4 gig.
right.
Actually, I don't even know where I got my 16 gig from. That's in my new 3DS now. 32 gig used to be my 3DS, but now that's in my phone.
Right. I would suggest getting at least maybe like 128 gigabyte one or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking triple digits for Switch. There's no reason to get anything lower.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of Switch games, I also picked up while we were there. I guess you could blame Nitrate for this, but I got Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy on Switch.
That got re-released, and that's one of my favorite games.
I mean, it looks like a good enough 3D.
I heard it's
action
like
platform.
underappreciated, even back then. Like,
Yeah, and
I think even during the Judgment Day era, as well. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, and this was made by Eurocom. It was like one of their few original IPs they did.
No, make James Bond.
Make
No,
James
close
Bond,
down.
and then get closed down for 007 Legends. Thanks,
Bond
Activision.
is here. Bond is here. Bond is here.
I have no idea how the first place car is that far ahead. Because even the AI does not handle this course well.
Well, in racing game, there's always that one. There's always that first place guy.
Your
that's way
rival
ahead.
Ford. He's actually driving a Chevy. I switched to Chevy. Now I'm the big man. We're making up a story mode for this thing to stop the Chevy from winning a Ford race. Is that legal?
Oh, you stinking Chevy!
Wait a minute, is someone being lapped? Because you're in second place, but there's 2 ahead of you.
Wait, how did I get... Oh, it was a 3-way tie. Everybody's a winner.
Okay.
Wait, what? You beat Super Chief! Holy shit.
Well, there's one last 3-stage race.
We're almost there.
This looks like it handles terribly. Let's buy it.
Oh boy. Maybe that'll be the best handle.
Oh, good God.
Punch it.
Look at the fucking sheer length of that.
The girth of this truck. I'm excited, are you?
Mildly.
I'm honestly still a little bit tired, but...
If this were real life, a riced out Honda Civic would torch all of these things. Show me what you got, Super Chief.
Why did you color him like Master Chief?
That was actually the color it was set to already, and I just switched back to it.
Maybe this will handle better than the Warthogs.
But those have better physics. And by that,
There's
I mean they
another
go
Super
fly.
Chief.
Well, that's because Bungie actually did program physics. Or this thing just barely did.
It's the clone, your rival Super Chief.
Is this one of the prototype cars? Because I don't really, I don't think I've seen an actual truck like this.
Probably.
Out in the wild.
So why are we in the Phantom Pain setting?
What do you mean? Why not?
I mean, I guess they have to cover all the bases for the environments, even though we've seen desert and dirt.
We have to do all of the areas of America that people don't want to actually drive through.
What about Lake Michigan? Can you go underwater?
I'm not sure there's an amphibious Ford truck.
What are you talking about? People try to drive themselves in the water every day. Now 007, we've upgraded the Super Chief with underwater capabilities. Thanks a lot, Q.
The Aston Martin Super Chief.
Why is it called the Super Chief?
Why indeed. I'm not even really steering most of the time, I'm just throwing this thing down hills.
It's a big enough truck, it can handle it.
Better be, it's called the fucking Super Chief.
Even the Ford logo is super on the back. Look how big it is.
Oh, almost went into a wall.
Wait, I think Super Chief actually has gangster fire to speed up, and then you'll just hit the wall and get stuck.
Well, you know, I would wiggle my tires in excitement on some of these hills, but it might actually start steering in midair.
Yeah, you don't really get much hang time, so.
Unless I launch myself up a wall like in the last stream.
At least there's no cliffs, because if there was, you'd probably have to do some F-Zero tech to speed up.
Or it's not like in Uncharted 4 where you can just drive off cliffs and just poof, at the bottom just die.
Yeah. No! Sully gets so. Ah! We're on part 4 tomorrow.
Actually, that entire chapter is a much better off-road game than this.
I guess.
Yeah. Or in the Lost Legacy, that also had Jeep driving.
Oh wow, a 60 FPS mod for Mario 64. Yeah, that's
It'd be
mod.
weird to play that in 60 frames, though.
Yeah. Sucks it's not 64 frames per second. Shut up, comments. Look how good I am with my 64 jokes.
There's still more races you need to do.
2 more.
Well, You have fun with that, because I think I'm actually gonna start heading out. So I'll see you guys.
All right.
later.
All right.
Happy Easter, Xbox. See you later.
Be sure to
Yeah.
ride over to the folks with your super chief. Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay, we saved it.
Okay, good. Anyway, later.
Later. Oh my God, Super Chief. So White Super Chief was trying to reenact the Mustang gif.
Maybe it secretly wants to be a Mustang.
I want to go. I want to be a Mustang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Go to hell, man.
Oh, I think they liked us.
Smithers, assassinate the super chief.
But sir, that's not.
Do as I say!
Have the Super Chief killed. This track seems way easier than the other one.
Yeah, I think this is one of the tracks from much earlier in the game, and they just recycled it for the ending for some reason. Super Chief! Damn it, Super Chief. You're off the force. I want your gun and badge.
You wiggled your tires in excitement, didn't you?
Involuntarily.
Man, now I kind of want to stream Blood in the Sand. I'm already making promises like, hey, I want to play Devil May Cry again. No, what's this 50 Cent? I'll play that. Although that might just be VOD mute the stream, because it just has 50 Cent tracks all in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, honestly, after Oni, I don't want to rent Left Alive. I'm not ready to go into that.
Which one's left alive?
The Yoji Shinkawa art game,
Oh, right.
the one that has 2 out of 10s everywhere. I was gonna rent that for a stream, but Oni let me down so much that I just don't want to deal with Left Alive. Maybe after Anime North I will. So instead on my queue is Sekiro. I will not be streaming that one.
It's the cool thing to do.
Yeah, but it's not the fun thing to do.
But Cool Kids Club.
You know how I keep archiving my streams? I'm running out of space. I don't think I can handle Sekiro with how long it'll be.
Wait, archive like on your computer?
To my external. I'm slowly running out of external space now.
Oh shit, I don't do that.
I can't archive it on my computer because with my Oni streams still on here without being moved yet, I still have to upload part 3. I'm down to like 30 gigs. And if I ever want to make like a video, I'm gonna need all the space I could get for footage and all that recording. And I think I already moved all my top 10 stuff off, so. Well, no, I'll just play Sekiro in my own confinement.
2 down, 1 to go. And I think as long as I finish 3rd or better, it'll say I won the race.
Or you'll tie for first.
I'm 6 points up on 2nd place.
Is second place? Oh, second place is Super Chief, of course.
The only thing that can combat a Super Chief is another Super Chief. Yet now we're in the shit. It's one of the ice stages again. This is like the greatest hits version of... The snow is up past the bumper. How are we going to get started?
Do the starting boost.
There's no starting boost in this game.
I thought that was the Ford's hidden feature.
No, the Ford's hidden feature is the self-destruct sequence.
Wait a minute, this is a recycled track.
Yes.
You're going... It's a fucking reverse race.
Mm-hmm.
What an ending. Actually full circle. Super Chief Boy. Na 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 na. Super Chief Boy. Na, na,
Fast as this shit can go.
Super Chief Boy. And the snow is on my face. Ah!
That is too tight of a turn for a Ford truck.
It's too bad the Backlash truck was the only one capable of drifting, but then you'd be driving backwards.
It's the last course. I don't care how much damage I take.
As long as you don't blow up at the last lap.
Free stuff.
For grease stuff!
The sadistic side of me is hoping that the ending of this game forces me to bring back the Great Video Game Endings volume, whatever I left off on.
What's in that compilation?
Ninja Breadman, Heavy Fire Afghanistan. I think Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam is in there.
Is Ride in there?
No, because I didn't stream that one.
Uh-oh, 2 bits escaped the cup.
Oh, we got more bits?
You got more bits. You've got a full glass. Now, all you have to do, just like in that Initial D arcade racing game, is to not crash in a wall so it won't spill the cup.
Fucking hell, Shadowmancer. Did you get a raise or something?
Cupcake died to St. Patrick's heart. That's how I'm reading those bits.
So the cupcake had too much cholesterol in it and killed St. Patrick?
Well, the Cupcake had a schnoo then died at the same time.
Oh.
Because love is a schnoo then you die. Why do you think I'm single? Man, Cupcake actually sounds good.
Maybe that could be the spin-off to Cuphead.
Well, Cupcake and his pal fuck cake. Wait. Twitch is allowing you to watch ads.
Wait,
Is
that
that a
actually
good
works
thing?
for somebody now? I've been trying to do that shit for the past couple years and it's never worked. Good to know. I'll have to start trying that again. I was about to say, did one of the trucks just die? Because it was not moving on part of the
it
map for a
sucked.
while.
I think he got caught in the snow and he had to do some troubleshooting.
Super Chief reigns supreme.
Super Chief boy. That was easier than the other 3-way event, I think.
Yeah, really.
And now it's actually sinking into the snow. Oh my god. I like how the F3000 beat the mighty F3000.
Oh, there is no ending.
Well, there's still those 2 blue ones. Oh.
It's like 12 blue ones that I didn't do.
Alright, you did half the game. So what do you want to do? Watch the credits?
Yeah, I'm not doing tournament mode.
Oh god, there's a whole other map.
Look, the credits, we did it.
That's a wow, tournament is actually a shorter map. God damn.
Oh, I should have... Hold on, I'm going to start the credits again, and I'm going to have a timer. Because I'm curious how long this is actually going to take. How much manpower did they dedicate to this?
More than the actual cars.
Also, what else did these people work on? What studio was this again?
No, I talked about what they did last stream.
Yeah, and I can't remember any of it. I know
I
you said
think-
they did Ford games.
Yeah, the main devs were Roadworks, I think. No, okay, that's not their name.
Empire Interactive, was that it?
That was the publisher. I will double check for you. Razorworks.
So the credits looped after about a minute.
Yeah, they did Tato Legends 1 and 2, Double Dragon, Pipe Mania, Ford Racing stuff, Enemy Engaged, Apache Havoc, and Enemy Engaged, Comanche Hokum. Hokum. Oh, and Speedball 2 Brutal Deluxe. Both Double Dragon and Speedball 2 are like XBLA games. And I'm guessing Pipe Mania for 2008 was a remake. Yeah, that was their final project, a remake of Empire Interactive's Pipe Mania. Yeah, that's what they did.
I'll just try one tournament race. And then I'm calling it. Because I have shit planned for later. All these cars are just sinking into the ground. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to have this vehicle yet. Because this is just the first part of the tournament. Yeah, we're definitely cheating the system. A cactus cannot stop the Super Chief. Yeah, I think we've seen enough. So, jeez. That was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what's in my GameFly queue, but there were probably 4 more games like this.
Okay. Try to make sure it's not a Ford game. Make sure it's another car branded game.
So I'm still going to slot this above Hummer in the single manufacturer cheap racing game tier list, but it's still below Lotus.
So, would this series be known as best of the... what can we replace worst with a car pod? Best of the hearse?
Sure.
Because currently Hummer is getting run over.
Oh, the Hummer game was terrible. Drive 10 miles per hour over these logs. That's fun, right? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Ford box.
Ford deserves nothing.
Happy Easter, SCR box.
Happy Easter, one Roblox.
Alright, I'll try.
And anybody who's still watching this,
Happy Easter, chat box.
there we go.
There you go.